This is week 1 of my half marathon training. Video is sponsored by Nike because I am running in the Nike 13.1 half marathon in April. So this video is all about how not to die when you're training to be a runner when you're not a runner. Honey, do you want to know our agenda tomorrow? What? Do you want to know our agenda tomorrow?
Yeah.
From 9 to 10:30 we have the Nike campus tour, and then for an hour we talk to the footwear research director and Nike Sports Research Lab about the shoes React Infinity Run. Then we have lunch, and then we have an overview of the LA Marathon, and then we have a guided running session with one of the Nike coaches. So I think we're running a mile. I think so. We both need to pack. We have a couple hours. Okay. All right, so today we are heading to Portland, and it'll be my first time flying into Portland at all, but then we're heading to the Nike headquarters, which will be really cool. This is something that I never thought that I would do because running just isn't something that I like doing. I just work out naturally 5 to 7 times a week. It's something that has become part of my daily routine, but that is all like HIIT workouts and strength training. And frankly, I haven't actually run since I lived in San Francisco, and I would just run around Golden Gate Park because I couldn't afford to take classes there. So that was kind of my workout. But when Nike kind of challenged me to do their half marathon in April, I was like, you know what? I realized after I paid off my debt and after I completed my 6-week health challenge last year with Brian, I was like, you know what? I am capable of completing things that I thought were scary and I didn't think were possible, but I know that now, after 2019, I can do what I set my mind to. So even though I've never been someone who's like, you know what, on my to-do list is to run a marathon, not me, but they challenged me to do something out of my comfort zone, and I said, why not? I talked to a couple people in my life who I know have run marathons. My cousin John, who is actually a long distance runner. He's done multiple full marathons. And then one of my trainers, Bobby, who has run a half marathon. And by the way, a half marathon is, I believe, 13.1 miles. So at least it's not 26 miles, but it's not like, it's definitely more than one. So I'm trying to train myself to just not die while on the course. They have told me, and I guess we'll confirm this later or tomorrow when we're talking to the people at Nike about the marathon and how to properly run and things, but basically my goal for the next couple months is to run 10 miles over the course of a week. So however that breaks down, depending on how much time I have. Last week I've been trying to train for 1 week, and a couple days ago I ran for 3 miles, and 3 days later I still haven't ran. So my body is definitely getting used to it. My hip flexors, even though I felt like I probably could have run an extra mile on that day, the next day my hip flexors were just so tight and so sore. My knees were kind of sore. So I'm really interested to talk to the people at Nike and who have developed like these running shoes and stuff to see what I can do to make sure my body is still intact after this half marathon. Sometimes you just have to learn to push your boundaries a little bit. And when you do that, you realize how capable you are and how you're able to do things that you never thought you could accomplish. So I am very excited that this is a new goal that I'm going to be tackling for 2020. And if you followed my 6-week challenge fitness journey last year, you know that these are the workout shoes that I have been using. These are the Nike Joyride Run Flyknits, the shoes I've been using for quite a while. I do my HIIT and weight training workouts in these. However, Nike sent me these bad boys. These are the Nike React Infinity Run shoes, and they look very similar to each other, but I've actually been able to feel a difference. Like this one is a little bit more cushiony but more sturdy kind of in the bottom, whereas this one is more cushiony everywhere. So I'm just really interested to head over to Oregon and talk to actual professionals who know what they're doing about the actual difference in these shoes, because like I said, they look similar but they feel different. These feel a little bit more sturdy for running. I know that these shoes are meant to keep runners running and is a step in Nike's commitment to keep runners just healthier overall through like the training process and through crossing the finish line. So I definitely know I'm in good hands. And like I said, they're very cushiony, but yet very supportive. But for me, I think the trick is how to run properly and then how to sustain running. Because how do you run without getting side pain? And that's a totally serious question. And side pain is the reason why I actually don't like running, because it just comes randomly. And it's very frustrating when you get side pain because I don't know how to get out of it. So I have a lot of questions. I'm excited. This should be really interesting. My first time going to the Nike headquarters. Ooh. Alright everyone, we just landed in Portland, and then we're in Beaverton because that's where the Nike headquarters is, but I'm exhausted. I can't imagine how exhausted Brian is. Okay. So we're just gonna eat and binge watch one of our shows and then hopefully knock out. It's 8 right now, so if we can be asleep by like 9:30, I think we'll be ready to go for tomorrow's very long day. So that's it. Good night. So as you can tell, our place is in a state of chaos. We just landed, we just got in from Portland yesterday, and then I had to go straight to meetings. And then this morning, we're here for one full day. And then tomorrow we actually go to Denver. And then we come back, and then we're here for one day, and then we go to Tennessee. But I just got done doing my weight training, and now we're gonna go for a run. I'll kind of explain to you what I learned while on my trip in Portland at the Nike immersion experience of all things Nike. But just like a really quick difference I have felt is that they're both really light, but this has kind of like, it has much better arch support, which is nice because I've been noticing that I kind of tilt my feet inward sometimes when I do weight training. So this has been really nice to run in, but both are really light. Now that I'm holding it up, this might be a little lighter, and this one feels a little bit more cushiony. But again, I'll kind of explain everything when I get back from my run. I'm going to try out the Nike Run Club app, just because there's actually like a training guide. What is happening here? This is my first time doing a long run in a couple days, so maybe I'll just do the 11 weeks to go recovery run and see how I like it, because this would be my first time using the app, and I'm still trying to figure out how I train best with running because I'm new to this. So I'm gonna try the Nike Run Club app and let you guys know how I like it. We're gonna try and run outside, maybe run around Chinatown. There's a really beautiful like park there, so probably run from my place to the park, depending on how long that is, run a couple times around the park and then come on back. So gonna put on sunscreen, gonna put on a hat, and then I'll see you guys when we get back. Maybe my room will be clean, maybe it won't, who knows. After I did the last 3 mile, my hip flexors were really sore. I do think though I might want to take some 6 a.m. classes on like longer running days. How do you feel after the run?
Well, 4 miles, it's definitely different than dancing, because dancing, you know, there's in spurts, you'll go for a certain amount of time and then stop, but this one is just like,
yeah,
non-stop. So definitely feel it in my shins and calves.
Yeah, well, stretch. I don't know how you stretch out your shins, but definitely stretch out your calves against the wall.
Yeah. But I'm excited. It's my first day actually real running. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Ran like that before.
Yeah, we did good. I definitely started to feel it in my lower back, and I feel it now that I'm done in my knees. But I think as long as I don't push myself too hard too fast, it should be sustainable. And as long as I stretch and we have TJ come over to do physical therapy, I think we should be okay. He's ignoring me.
What?
Never mind. Okay, showered. I smell nice. I cleaned, kind of, don't mind this pile. This is my tomorrow's running pile. Cleaned at least the bedroom, so I feel good. And I have makeup on because I tested some new products I got in the mail, and I am really liking it. But anyways, let's focus. The Nike Immersion Day was absolutely amazing. Not only is the campus just like incredible, it is definitely made for an athlete's dream, and not even necessarily a professional athlete, but just anyone who loves to get out and shoot hoops or run, or what else do they have? Swim, just what, if you're someone who loves activity, I'm sure working at Nike in Oregon is probably like your dream come true. But it's always really so interesting to me to hear about how big, like huge brands start. And that was something I really appreciated. This might sound really silly to say, but I didn't realize how much work goes into a shoe product. As a consumer, that's just something you don't even think about. But we had like scientists and brand reps and everyone come to talk about the Infinity React, and just all, like I said, all the thought that goes into just one shoe is incredible. Because what they did is they actually asked runners, it was like a trial, and they had all these different shoes that they tried out, and basically what they found out was runners preferred a more comfortable shoe versus a shoe with stability. So that's kind of what the main focus of this shoe is. So they prioritized cushioning, which is why this shoe has 24% more foam in it, to give you that nice, soft, cushiony feel as you run. But for those who need stability, I'm learning all of these like really cool shoe terms now, but they have a new wide net, which is this part of the shoe. And basically a wide base keeps your foot closer to the ground for better stability, which is really nice. So I have had these shoes for 2 weeks. As you can tell, they're getting a little dirty, but I also did get them in black. And I've really liked it. Of course, I'm not a runner, so I can't really compare it to anything else. But as a shoe in general, I really like it, because there are just like athletic shoes that I put on and am instantly feeling discomfort, and they're heavy and clunky, and I do not like that. But this I mean, I only work out in Nike shoes, so what can I say? I just really like the fit and the feel of their shoes in general. And like I said, these shoes are meant to reduce injury. So these are the ones not only that I'm training in, but also will be running the half marathon in. And I think the shoe, with just me listening to my body and working with my physical therapist, who I've been working with for my TMJ and lower back issues, I haven't seen him since I started running, but next time I see him, we're definitely going to talk about ways, maybe stretches, or what I need to do to help with my knees and my back while running. Because like I said earlier today, 4 miles, I actually felt really good on the 4 mile, and my pace actually, when I don't think I vlogged it, but I went to San Diego because there was an issue with my mom's health, and everything's okay, but I did run along the beach, and I ran 3 miles at a 12.5 pace. And then today we actually ran at, I think, an 11.5 mile. So my speed is actually increasing, which is really cool. But again, it's at a pace where I think I can actually continue to run the next 9 miles or whatever. And I did use Brian and I both did actually. We used the Nike Run Club app. I saw this, one of my girlfriends who is actually running in the Nike 13.1 marathon, she posted this on her Instagram stories, and I downloaded it even before I went to Oregon and talked to them about the Nike Run Club. But I really liked it. So they have these guided runs. Today, actually, Brian and I did the first run, and we actually spoke. One of the speakers who came was Coach Bennett when we were at the Nike Immersion Day, and he's actually the voice. He's like the head trainer of the Nike Run Club app. The guided runs, he's the voice of it, and he put this whole thing together, and he's hilarious, by the way. And I actually really enjoyed it. So tomorrow I'll do the next run, and then they have the first speed run, and I think I'm gonna do this for the next week instead of just jumping in to this kind of training guide, half marathon training program. But I think I'm just gonna start with, I guess, kind of the get started collection for the first week, and then with 10 weeks to go, maybe I'll kind of jump into it. So I'm really interested in what the speed run looks like for me, because I have been running at a very leisurely pace. But what I really liked about the first run and what Coach Bennett was saying was basically like, how do you feel? Listen to your body, and are you tired? Are you exhausted? Because that's not the point of this run. The point of the first run is to just feel good. So go at a leisurely pace, go at a pace that you can talk to someone with and feel good. And if at any moment you're starting to feel like you're getting exhausted or you want to stop, slow down. So I really enjoyed that, because when we were talking to Coach Bennett at in Oregon, what he said that I totally resonated with was a lot of first-time runners, they try to keep up with the pace of kind of seasoned runners, and it gets us very frustrated and it makes us quit. So instead of going full out on your first run or your first couple runs, take it easy and just start to enjoy, I guess, the sport of running. And today I really did. And in fact, I started my run with side pain, which I should actually Google how to prevent side pain because I don't know how to do that yet. And I just ran through it, and after a little bit, it kind of disappeared. So I feel like had I had gone at a pace that I thought I needed to go on, like a faster pace, my side pain would have gotten worse and I would have quit. But instead I just stayed my pace and I continued, and the side pain went away, and I actually really enjoyed it. We ran for 4 miles, went to go eat lunch, and then we came home, did a little cleaning, showered, and I put some brows on. So today I would say overall is a very good day. I am really interested in finding places where we can run, because obviously we're in downtown and I don't necessarily want to run on the sidewalk or on the street, just because I want to keep myself healthy, and I know that it'll definitely take a toll on my knees. So maybe along the beach or something. So I think outdoor running is definitely more so for me. I enjoyed it. I ran 4 miles today, and it was way more enjoyable than running the 2 miles on the treadmill that I did last week. So I'm definitely an outdoor runner, and I think what I may have to do is, because I'm still going to do my weight training and my HIIT workout training simultaneously to my half marathon training, is I say this now, but we'll see. I may try to take the 6 a.m. class for my other HIIT workout trainings. And then that way I don't spend half of my day working out, because that's definitely not what I want to do. And then maybe Saturday and Sunday will kind of be my longer runs, because ideally I don't have to work on Saturdays and Sundays, and then that way I can like maybe drive to the beach, take the boys, make a day out of it and just stay down there, have a nice long run. And I don't know, I'm thinking that's the plan. Also, a couple things I want to ask you guys about. What I have noticed I need is kind of like a phone holder. I don't know whether it's on like my arm or maybe it's like a fanny pack. So if you guys have any good recommendations to where I can put my phone while I'm running, please let me know in the comments. Also, for the actual half marathon, how does the water situation work? I mean, I guess I could actually ask Nike, since we're working with them. Thank you again for sponsoring this video. If they'll be passing out plastic water bottles or like aluminum water bottles throughout the run, because you know me, trying to stay eco-friendly, definitely not interested in taking like plastic water bottles from the water givers. So if I have to bring my own like mini water holsters or like a water backpack, that's something that I might think about doing too. And also songs. I'll probably put together a playlist. If you have any good running songs, let me know. Preferably something along like the hip hop, because that gets me like, let's go. Oh, I also wanted to say, this is something I did not know until I was told, but the Nike 13.1 marathon is actually geared towards women. I mean, obviously men can join. Brian's running with me. I know a few men who I work out with actually, who are running in the 13.1 marathon. But the goal is to inspire women to just participate in sport of any kind, which I obviously really love. So if you, again, this is my first time doing anything over a mile, really anything over 20 seconds. So this is my first time actually running in a very, very long time. So if you're thinking of doing something like this, but maybe too scared, just remember, I'm doing it with you, and Brian's definitely not a runner. So we'll both be doing it with you. And I don't know, especially, you know, as women, I think we need to show force and come out and support a cause of just like, I know that they're working with local like clubs and organizations in LA geared towards women and athletics and stuff. So I think that's a really great thing to support. But I'll go ahead and link, if you guys do want to sign up, I'll link the registration link in the description box. It is $100, so, you know, for those of us on a budget, that is very expensive. But remember, you have, what, it's January, you have until April to save up some funds, or maybe you ask for that for your birthday present. I actually know one girl, she either messaged me or wrote it in a comment. Yeah, I posted this picture announcing that I'm doing the half marathon, and I am surprised, legitimately surprised about how many of you guys are doing the same thing. So very, very cool. Lucky kid, Miss Kim, celebrating, oh, my bad, she's celebrating her 10th half marathon on her 30th birthday, and on her 30th birthday, she is scheduled to be debt-free, to pay off her last debt. So Kim, congratulations. I shall be seeing you, and April's gonna be a bomb-ass month for you, and hopefully it's gonna be a bomb-ass month for all of us. Like I said, 2020 is our year. I can feel it. So continue to check back. The next, obviously, 3 workout videos are going to be my journey of training for the half marathon. Hopefully I will have increased my pace and my distance even just a little bit the next time I see you. Then of course I will have a link to the sneakers that I am personally going to be training in and running the half marathon in, the Nike React Infinity Run sneakers. So check that out as well. I'm Asia Dang. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in a couple months. Literally, I hope I don't die, which I don't think I will, because I feel like I am nicely prepared for this now. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Again, thank you so much to Nike for sponsoring this video. This training process is going to be a long journey for me to accomplish my half marathon goals. So go ahead, click the subscribe button, watch some new videos, stay up to date, and I don't know, this journey will be fun. Hope you stay along for it and cheer me on in the process. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.